another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and it's time.
So the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 55 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
He's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll roll him out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Being chased out left. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 22. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I could spin this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes buying time to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. On the ground with a tight end. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They go play fake. Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Slide, and he's going to go down again. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. On the delay, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josiah DeGuara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's going to go up top again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now here's Mahomes, out to his left. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
59 yards.
And the Packers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot.
And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Dean Lowry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mahomes.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes will throw.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass complete, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Here's Mahomes.
Rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mahomes.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Oh, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He'll find Lazard here over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't